Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have any topic, suggestion, question, anything, put in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Of course, we have our guest back here, Freddie. Freddie. See, there goes that's one of the cats. The other cat's right behind me. She's licking her paw. So we have two guests for today's video. The video is actually about betting on yourself. You're the only person that can get you going, can move you forward, and can strategize how to get to your goals. Because again, it's knowing yourself. Remember, it's knowing yourself, and you all know yourselves. You know what you're good at, and you know what you're not good at, and you also know what you're neutral at. And so you have to make sure that you realize that when things are going in the downward spiral, you're the one who can slow it down and then move it up. There's different ways of dealing with things, and I want to make sure that you understand that you have the power to get you mind-body balance. You have the motivation to get yourself moving. You have eventually, right? Once you start going, you have the support system that can actually adapt some of the things that you started doing so that way you can maximize your progress. It's a lot of different things, but it all starts with you. And it has to start with you, because we can't rely on others, because others don't know you as well as you do yourself. And so by knowing yourself, you'll be able to do the things that others may think is key to your progress, but it may not. And so, like, for example, I'll give you my example, right? I know that making these videos just motivates me to move forward, right? We're moving slowly. I have a lot of videos, but at the same time, I'm able to realize that, oh my goodness, channel will help people, and it's helping people, and it's helping you. And I want to make sure that I give you my take on a lot of different topics. So that's what I tell you. If you have any questions, or if you have any comments, or if you have any topics, put them in the comment section. If they're very personal, that's okay. Connect with me on Facebook. Search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. Connect with me on Instagram. Type at Back on Basics. Connect with me on X and type at Back on Basics as well. I mean, remember, that's the reason why I love cognitive psychology. Because I said it before, if you think it, you will do it. And if you do it, you will think it, right? It's a two-way street. Sometimes we may not know the steps that we need to take, but a roadmap is in our mind. We can put together a roadmap so that way we can go step by step by step. And again, give yourself permission that some things are going to go fast and some things are going to go slow, and that's okay, right? Remember, I even talk about you being okay with failure. You know what failure gives you? A different perspective. Because you thought that was the right way to move forward. That was the right way to get to your goals and dreams. That was the right way to have mind-body balance, but it was not. That's okay, right? What do? Accept it. Set it aside. Move forward. There's other options. There's many options all around that you can utilize, so that way you are able to move forward, get to your goals, or have life balance, right? There's so many different ways, but it starts with you. And I'm going to say that over and over and over, because it is true. It starts with you. Look at me. Today I didn't walk. That was okay though. because I wanted to rest. I said to myself, my body is asking me or giving me hints that I need to rest. I need to just, just let my mind wander, let my body rest. And it was great. I did not. I just finished 2 shorts, one in Spanish, one in English, on believing in yourself, on helping yourself. And so check them out. But anyways, going back, you are the one that knows, right? Experiences from the past. What things you have tried, what things you have not tried, what things you are anxious about trying. And believe me, we are all anxious about trying something. Not necessarily new, but trying something different sometimes. And it's amazing because it's just human nature, ladies and gentlemen. It's just human nature. It's like, it's hard to comprehend that our minds, coupled with our bodies, are able to slow us down enough and get us very nervous enough that we don't do things. And those are the things that we need to do. Those are the things that we need to go step by step by step so that we can reach our goals, right? Remember, my recommendations for you to review your goals that you have written down. Don't make a whole list of goals unless you're going to cross them off and then go there, but focus on 2 to 3 goals at a time. And then, just review it from time to time. I would recommend 3 to 6 months at a time, so that way you can see progress. So that way you can see where you're going. That way you can see if you can adapt. That way you have data, so that way you can show your support system to do that. And I get it. Some of us like to work with our hands, right? Some of us that get up in the morning and work with our hands. Some of you, I gotta tip my hand. I gotta give you kudos. You get up early in the morning, you get things ready. Sun's not even out and you're going to work. No matter what you do, you're out there because you want to provide for your family and for others around you. And I applaud you for that, because that is motivation. That's motivation. Sometimes we're in the job that we love, and sometimes we're in the job that we don't love. But regardless, you have gotten to the point, because automatic is not necessarily something that we as human beings do. We think that if we do things, it will come automatic. It's just muscle memory. It'll come easier, but it won't come automatic. Those of you that wake up in the morning, that work on Saturdays and Sundays, that work sometimes 7 days a week, because you got to put food on the table, you got to put, you got to put kids through school, you got to do a lot of different things. I applaud you, because you are driven. That's motivation for you to get up every morning and for you to do things and for you to come back. And, and sometimes you're exhausted and you still have to do some other things. And sometimes you may have to clean something at home, or you may have to do something, or you have to put the kids to bed. I remember putting the kids to bed when I was tired. I was working sometimes 60 hours a week and I was tired, but they would love for me to read to them, and I would read to them, and sometimes I would fall asleep on their bed. That's how tired I was. But at least I got up, I went to work, I came back from work, and I still interacted with my kids and with the rest of my family. And so it's important. That's the reason why I talked about mental health being very important. Mental health is very important. If you have something that's holding you back from moving forward, talk to somebody. Remember, connect with me on social media outlets, connect with me, or put questions in the comment section. That's all right. If they're personal, social media outlets, and then you can send me a personal message. That's okay. I'm more than happy to answer your question. And so I want to make sure that you understand, right, that you are the one. It begins with you. You are the one that knows when you're feeling sad, or you're feeling happy, or you're feeling angry, or you're feeling tired, or you're feeling confused, or you're feeling anxious about something. And it's you who can get you moving forward. You know how to do it. There are things that motivate you. I told you, making these videos, motivation for me, right? That's why I haven't skipped, unless I'm sick or unless I fell asleep and I didn't get up sometime. I usually do 2 shorts and one longer video. But you have to realize, I have the option of not doing it either. I can just stop doing these altogether. That's what happened like 4 years ago when I started with 4 subscribers and I did some videos, and all of a sudden life and just got to me and it stopped. And then for a few years, I did not do anything. I did not. I did some short videos, but not a lot. But the thing is, when I started again and I started doing these videos, I realized that this was important to not only to me, but to you. Because I'm giving you topics, and sometimes I recycle through topics because they're interconnected. They connect to one another. I say life is not a race, it's a marathon. And it's true, right? You can go as fast as you want, or you can go as slow as you want. You choose. And it all depends on where you're at. It all depends on what you need. And it all depends if you have a support system. But it will happen. Believe me. But it starts with you. It does start with you. It's one of those things that we need to make sure that we understand, right? That we need to keep our mind and our bodies in a healthy condition. And we need to rest. We need to do something fun. We need to do other things that will help our mind-body balance, right? Again, music for me is something like that. I write sometimes. I write poetry. My job is very motivational because I deal with kids. I deal with kids with special education, right? Special needs. And so I'm there and I'm supporting them. And I'm exhausted by the time I leave work. But it's just rewarding. And I'm telling you. Remember, I've said in a few videos, and I think that the video that I made a few months ago, it said, do what you love and love what you do. So do what you love and love what you do. I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I'd made 3 times as much money as I do now. Yes. So we've had to tighten a little bit. But the thing is, a school district, a school calendar. I mean, summer's off. I mean, I do work summer schools, but that's by choice. Not everybody does it. But summer offs, winter breaks, spring breaks, holidays. I mean, what more do I want to balance my body and my mind? And what more do I want to have more opportunities for you to do these videos with you? So that way you can move forward. So that way you can course correct. So that way you can use your support system or your village. Believe me, it starts with you. And that's very important to realize, that you are the one that can get yourself going. So know yourself, know others, know your higher power, know your goals, and know how to celebrate your goals, because at the end, when you reach that pinnacle, when you reach that goal, you need to have closure. And you know what you do with closure is you say, this is what I've done. I am proud of myself. One suggestion that I would do right now, that I do with my psychology students at University of Phoenix, and that's one of the assignments that they have, is put together a dream board. You can either do it electronically, or you can put a board and you can cut out pictures of things that you want to look at. Family, maybe a house, maybe a better. No, I don't want to say a better job, because you could be in the best job that you have, a job, a better paying job. It could be, I don't know, vacation or a place that you want to visit. It's amazing. It's amazing that when you see the things visually, if you see a vision board, it starts focusing this mind, and this mind starts looking for those memories, and for the times that you have talked about. Oh, I want to take a trip here. Oh, I want to work here. Oh, I want to go to school for this. I want to go to trade school for this. Amazing, isn't it? Your mind is a supercomputer. Make sure that you utilize it. Your body has to be healthy. I'm telling you, it has to be healthy, so that way you can move forward, so that way you can get your stuff done. So, but it all starts with you, because you know how to motivate yourself. You know how to get yourself going. You know how to slow yourself down. You know how to get yourself going faster. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Always bet on yourself, because you are the best person that can do the things that you know how to do, and you have so much potential. People don't realize how much potential they have. So you have so much potential that you can have whatever you want to. It may not be right away, which is fine. That's life, right? But if you work on it, if you plan it, if you review your goals, and you go step by step by step, remember, that marathon eventually ends. And I'm not saying about passing away. I'm just saying that marathon eventually ends, and you get there, and you're the one who crossed the line first, because you bet on yourself, and because you're the one who knows how to get yourself going. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Any topics, any questions, any suggestions, put them in the comment section. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can look for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, you can type @BackOnBasics. On X, you can type you can type @BackOnBasics as well. So till next time, remember, when you wake up in the morning, bet on yourself. When you take a micro break because you're trying to get rid of that monotony, that routine, you're betting on yourself. When you're eating lunch or you're eating a meal, you're betting on yourself, because this are getting focused, are getting balanced. When you go to sleep at night and you sleep and you rest, bet on yourself. You're betting on yourself. Everything starts with you. Remember that. Back on Basics.